Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction. Today we are watching Small Babylon 5. We're going to Season 2, Episode 19, titled Divided Loyalties. So, what loyalties are going to be divided in this episode? Potentially something to do with Sheridan. Divided loyalties between Jeff Sinclair and Sheridan? I don't think so. Of course it will be to do with Sheridan and that conspiracy, won't it? The group working against the main government because the main government is corrupt. And President Santiago was killed by this shadowy organisation within Earth. And of course, Sheridan is collecting information. He's like kind of working with that group who's fighting against that, trying to gather information to prove that President Santiago was killed and that the president now in charge left. Because we had that episode, didn't we, with that woman. So potentially divided loyalties. It's going to be against what he's supposed to do, his position as the leader of Babylon 5 and his kind of role to support Earth and to relay information to Earth. And then again, divided loyalties, like going against that because of course he's working with that group, which is going against the corrupt government, the corrupt or shadowy organisation affiliated with Cyclops potentially. We don't know, but there is a group in Earth and they are corrupt to the core, man. I do think that's what this title means, and I really hope I'm right with that, because if so, I'm really glad to see that storyline continuing, because I love that storyline. And yeah, I can't wait to see more. And plus, if we do get that storyline, it's more with Cyclops, a shadowy organisation, and what they're up to. So yeah, I'm really interested. I think that's what it will mean. But yeah, last episode was a great episode. Really enjoyed it. Last episode, episode 18, was Confessions and Lamentations. And of course, it was the episode with Franklin. And what's the alien species called? I cannot remember. It's like Drazen or something. But we had the whole plague with that species. And the kind of... Well, that episode was really just focused on that alien species and a catastrophe that is caused when a plague hits a species. That entire species, all the millions of them, was wiped out, as we saw on the news report at the end of the episode. And of course, it was just following the tragedy of it, really, and the relationship between Franklin and the doctor guy of that species. That was a really great dynamic. I loved that. And of course, just the sadness, really, of that episode, like the sadness of all the innocent species being killed because of this plague. Luckily, it was only to do with that species, and it only affected like a certain cell, which is only in like 2 species, mainly the alien species which it originated from. So of course it didn't like spread to Babylon 5, didn't affect the humans or Minbaris or anybody. It was only that one alien species, and they got completely wiped out because the mortality rate was 100%. So if you got that disease, if you got the plague, then you were wiped out. It's basically well, if you got it, you're dead. That's what it was. All of that species died off, and of course we had Delenn and Lanier inside there trying to help him. And then as they come out, like, everyone's just dead. Like, it's only them 2 left. And they just walk out of there and say, yeah, everyone's gone. Franklin also created a cure as well. So the fact is that they all died before he could even do anything. That's just a tragedy, really. But then again, there was no way they could have manufactured a cure for millions within that time. So yeah, it was just the end for that species, really. It was a really sad episode, I guess. Because, yeah, it just explored what does happen. That could also happen anytime to any species, anywhere in what's called the world. So, I guess with the pandemic as well. It's really interesting, watching, like, episodes like this to do with, like, this kind of topic after COVID-19, obviously, the pandemic. Because I was watching, well, ages ago, like, when, probably 3 years ago, I watched The Walking Dead, like, watched it all. Apart from the final season, but the episode with the plague in season 3 in the prison, like, it's just interesting seeing the plague episodes after the pandemic, like our perception on it, because beforehand obviously it would have been completely different, but as we've lived through that, we went through that, our perception on it is just really different. So yeah, it's a really interesting episode, last episode. It wasn't the best, but I did really like it for what it was. And Franklin really did a good job that episode. Really liked the actors acting as Franklin in that episode, was really great. And yeah, overall, I'm just excited though. So, divided loyalties, I think it's going to be to do with that group within Earth and the shadowy organisation and the people going against it, trying to expose it basically, and that woman and Sheridan. It's a focus on that, it has to be. And maybe also a bit more on the Narn and Centauri war, maybe to do with Jakar and Londo, like divided loyalties between... Well, I don't know, like Jakar, his divided loyalties between doing the right thing and Lord Refa and trying to rise himself up in the hierarchy of the Centauri Empire. Although we saw, didn't we, in episode 9 of season 2, it was, the Coming of the Shadows? I think it was the Coming of the Shadows, yeah, where he says well, no, he had the vision that, like, if he was to be appointed, well, he had the vision that Jakar strangled him to death, basically, and he was the emperor. So, of course, he does not want to be appointed to the High Court, or the court, or what's it called, the Royal Court, that was it, because he doesn't want to see that vision come true. So, maybe the divided loyalties between doing the right thing and Lord Ref, or something like that, I don't know, and also Sheridan and Kosh, maybe. Divide the loyalties. Zaha Dum, I can't wait to see more about that. I really can't. Mr. Morden. Oh, that episode in the shadow of Zaha Dum was so good. Literally, probably the best episode of season 2. It was so good. Or maybe the Coming of the Shadows is slightly better. I don't know, but still, In the Shadow of Zaha Dum is one of the best episodes of this entire show. Phenomenal episode, and I can't wait to see more. Because when Babylon 5 actually explores the main storyline, it is so good. It's still good with kind of like filler episodes. When it actually goes the main storyline, like the Shadows, Mr. Morden, Babylon 4, when that happens, the show is just unmatched. It's amazing. It's so good. So, yeah, without further ado, I just want to get straight into this. Is going to be Babylon 5, Season 2, Episode 19, titled Divide the Loyalties. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this. Alright, it's Babylon 5, Season 2, Episode 19, titled Divide the Loyalties. And yeah, let's get straight into this.
I felt that I should be prepared in the future. I find this
Vorlon? What?
Press.
It said Vorlon on there.
Fascinating, but sometimes troubling concept.
Join the club.
Back home, if there is something you need to know, you are told just what you require and no more. It is tradition.
Express preferences.
Standard preferences. Oh, and include more detailed information on the 6th game of the World Series.
What does that say, Vorlon? Vorlons. What is that?
All yours.
Vorlon to what?
It's good to know what your people are thinking and saying about my people.
Okay.
And, I often learn things about my own world before I'm told what I need to know and no more.
Interesting. Okay, what's going on here? Mars colony, Syria, what? What is going on? Is this, Free Mars, maybe? Could be. We've got mentioned that since the start of Season 1. Or maybe a bit later.
Is that you? Yeah, me? I made it. I told you I would. I did it, Derek. I got the info. We gotta get you to the hospital. No, there's no time. It's all here. Get it to me, Derek.
Data crystal. What is on that then?
It's Babylon 5.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely to do with what I said, isn't it? That conspiracy group. Alright, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Project was our last best hope for peace.
So it's not safe. Why is it not safe?
Self-contained world
What's coming?
5 miles long,
this isn't the Shadows either.
Neutral territory.
I think he's confirmation
It was the dawn
about
of the
that
third age of
shadowy group,
mankind,
and that's why
the
he's
year the
dead,
Great
and that's
War
why
came upon
that
us
guy's
all.
to come with Babylon 5 reveal it.
This is the story
So
of the last
that's
of the
my
Babylon
prediction so
stations.
far. But I
The
guess
year
we will
is
see.
22.
It's interesting we saw the newspaper as well. Vorlon, it said Vorlon on that, so what has been reported about the Vorlons? That's what I want to know. Knowing what you need to know? Oh, okay. That might actually go into the bigger plot with that group. They're going to tell Sheridan, you know what you need to know. A bit like what Sinclair said, if you know what you need to know, I can't tell you, yeah, I wish I could. But a darkness is coming. I so want to know more, man. I so want to just continue that storyline now.
Redwoods, firs, pines. Trees, you know what I'm talking about? I miss them.
Oh, they're looking for a bug.
All clear? All right, so what's up?
Okay.
I was wondering if you gave any more thought to what I mentioned last night.
About Talia?
She could be a great resource for us. Exposing the coup back home means going up against some pretty big guns, and
Okay, we're actually getting into this.
Years.
All right, this
Didn't
relationship.
exactly make it easy. Me? How about you?
I'll have you know I've been nothing but compassionate and understanding. I mean, all you had to do was admit that you were wrong and I was right, and everything would have been fine.
You are the most stubborn.
Ivanova here.
You needed up in CNC, Commander.
Of course you are.
The ship
What's
came in through the
happening?
jump gate a few minutes ago. But now it's just sitting there.
On my way.
Okay.
That's all right. I was finished
What
anyway.
is that ship doing?
I have to
then?
find someplace to stay tonight, so I better get to it.
What's wrong with your quarters?
There's some kind of a problem with the air recycling system. I called around, but practically everything on the station is booked up. I can try Brown Sector, but
Nah, not a good idea. Look, if you want, why don't you just come over to my quarters tonight?
All right.
Yeah, is she telling the truth or not? You are a
see you tonight.
telepath after all.
Okay.
So what's the ship doing then? He's just chilling.
Definite carbon scoring on the hull. She's been hit by something.
It's Lita.
Who?
Who?
Lita Alexander. She was the first commercial telepath assigned to Babylon 5 a little over 2 years ago. She arrived January 3, 2257. She left about 6 weeks later. Yeah, I suppose you could say that. She arrived here the day before Ambassador Kosh came aboard from the Vorlon Empire. Only somebody tried to kill him as soon as he stepped off his ship.
Right.
Lita agreed to scan him to try and save his life.
Oh, it was
She couldn't see
her.
what was inside his encounter suit, but she did manage to get into Kosh's mind. The only human who's ever done it and survived.
Oh my god, yeah.
She thought she
That
saw
was
Commander Sinclair trying to kill Kosh.
pilot.
Turns out it was somebody using a changeling that to impersonate him. Still.
It's fascinating. Why would they recalled? Why? To know more about the Vorlons? The information? This crew wants the information? Well, she's alive.
All right,
Okay,
you're
this
safe.
is
You're
so
on
interesting.
Babylon
She's
5.
actually back.
Now, take it easy. You've been
She
through
looks
a lot.
different. Where's Kosh?
I can do it!
Oh,
I want to see the
danger.
captain.
Yes, well, all in good time.
This can't wait.
Yes, it can.
I want to see Captain Sheridan now! And the rest, I want to see everyone all together. I don't want to be alone with any of you.
Why?
Just give him a message. Tell him that someone here, one of you, is a traitor. And I can
Oh.
prove it.
What? Who
know
done
this
it?
is
But it's who's the traitor?
This place is important to a lot of people.
Franklin.
More important than you could possibly know. So
The
I had
Rangers,
to come
right?
back to warn you.
Warn us about
She talking
what?
about the Rangers.
I imagine Mr. Garibaldi has already filled you in about me. There was just the memory of his attack and a feeling.
What kind of feeling?
Fire.
It's not something I can put into words. I've tried for 2 years and I still can't do it. Since that time, I've been trying to get into Vorlon space.
Vorlons don't allow anyone inside their borders. Those who try don't come back.
I know. 7 days ago, one of our best people was murdered on his way back from an intelligence gathering operation in Syria Planum.
It's interesting. Psycho
Right.
has a research center there.
The guy we saw.
Our agent found out about
Oh!
a secret Psy-Corps program.
That's on that other
A
episode as
sleeper
well.
program.
Where's girlfriend?
They bring someone in and work them over with drugs and deep scans to create a new personality. A personality suited to their needs. This personality is then submerged so far into the subconscious that it won't show up, even on a deep scan.
Do
Permanently.
not say.
So until then, someone could be a spy and not even know it.
Correct. They've apparently used this technique to plant moles in several government agencies, including Babylon 5.
Talia.
We don't know who's been infected, but someone here is not what he or she appears.
It's gotta be Talia.
Our guess is that it's someone on the command staff or close to it, since the mole would be looking for vital information. Control.
I'm sorry, this is
Oh,
nuts. Do you really expect us to
control.
believe you? I mean, how do we know you're not just making all of this
That
up?
is true.
Because
That
I
is
have
true.
the password. Captain,
What?
I realize you don't know me and you've got no reason to trust me, but I can prove what I've said.
It's gonna be
With your
Talia then.
permission.
Has to be.
I can send a telepathic probe into the minds of your staff one at a time. I won't scan, won't read, won't
Oh,
do anything to invade your
Vonvo
privacy.
is not gonna
I
like
will
this.
just send the password.
My people will object properly to having their loyalty questioned.
It's not a question of loyalty. Whoever it is doesn't know they've been programmed. So until this is over, with all due respect, I don't want to be alone with any of you. And you may want to keep an eye on each other while you're at it.
Thanks for the thought. Now, if you don't mind, I'll have a security guard. No, 2 security guards. Take you to a holding cell until we decide what to do about this.
Can't be. It's gonna be Talia. Has to be. I think. That's my only guess of who it
Comments,
is,
anyone?
because it would make sense.
Does the phrase "no way in hell" ring a bell?
Because she's getting closer to Ivanova. Yeah, it would make sense, right? No way it's Sheridan. Ivanova, no.
Captain.
It'd be a plot twist if it was Ivanova, though.
I
was wondering
Franklin,
if you had
no
time
way.
tomorrow
Garibaldi,
discuss
nah.
where we are on food shipments to Narn Outposts.
Yes, of course, of course. Yeah, I'm fine.
Maybe it's still Len.
No, actually, I'm not fine.
That would be a plot
It's
twist.
been one hell of a day, Ambassador.
Do you wish to talk about it?
No. Why is it every time you finally get things calmed down and everything's going great, life decides to kick you in the butt?
Huh. It's not the truth.
But what?
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 You said that life decides to kick you, but...
No, it's
Oh. Oh, that's
it's,
so
it's a part of
stupid.
the body. It's oh, you have the damnedest gaps in your vocabulary.
In preparing to
But
come here,
not
I was not
one
taught the
T,
more
two
colorful
Ts.
aspects of your language. It was considered inappropriate for one of the religious caste. But he or she, but.
No.
No.
But.
You sound like a motorboat.
Motor butt? I do not think I like the sound of that.
Oh god, Delenn. I love Delenn so much. Oh my god.
Abso-fragging-lutely.
There you see.
These two are so amazing. See, now Sheridan is so happy. I love Delenn. Delenn's amazing. Ah, this is honestly the most sweetest thing ever. I swear to God. And obviously there is something more here, but I don't want. Oh, it probably will get complicated soon enough, but I like it as it is now. It's good.
Good day, Captain.
Good day. Who's that? Oh, it's too focused on the Nons.
Remember, it was because of her that Sinclair was almost convicted of a crime he didn't commit.
Yeah, I know, but it's just a gut feeling. Everything in me says she's telling
That's
the
the
truth.
first time
Okay, so you're
Sheridan's
right.
mentioned Sinclair as
What
well.
about your second? The one who shot
His
you in the
name's
back last New Year's Eve.
That's been spoken by.
Maybe that's
Sheridan.
what she heard about. Maybe he was this control.
Maybe in 10,000 years. Oh! Now this is interesting, actually. Because Talia.
That's one cabinet that will never threaten us again.
I'm sorry, I don't know a telepath named Lita Alexander.
Why is
Yes?
she getting defensive?
She was a year behind me at the academy. We spent 6 months together in an intern program working for different parts of the Corps. Why?
What do you think? Is she someone you could trust?
No.
guess so.
Shut up, Ivanovo.
But you're not sure.
Because if
She
it's
was
in her
very
subconscious,
nice,
she's going to
very
find out,
sweet.
relay the
We were
information.
close at one time.
Lita, or whatever her name is
And
dead.
I suppose
If
people
she
can
finds
change,
out.
but Lita? No, I just don't see it happening. When she found out she didn't like it, she changed departments, became a commercial teep like me. Oh, teeps, it's a sort of an in-joke around the Corps. Teeps for telepaths, teeks for telekinetics. There's only one person on this station that I can trust implicitly. You.
No, okay, this is a bluff. This is... No way.
I got a job for you.
I don't know, I just
Special
have such a
prisoner,
bad
holding
feeling
cell
about
8, Meet
Talia.
Alexander. When things quiet down, I want to transfer to 15. There's a decent bed in there, and she may be with us for a while.
Will do, Chief.
Hey, you still flacking for night watch?
Hey,
This guy's-
it's easy money.
Oh.
As long as Ministry of Peace is going to keep paying for us to wear these things, I'll
Ministry
keep
of
wearing
Peace. More like Ministry of War. That's interesting. We keep getting mention of that as well. That's definitely going to come up as a major thing. It's going to be something bad.
Ma'am, we're supposed to transfer you to a better facility so you can get some sleep.
Thanks, I could use it.
This way, please.
Oh, don't say this guy. I'm just suspicious, alright? Oh, this is dangerous. Something's gonna happen. Oh, what's happening? Is it Talia?
Get behind.
Who is it? Great. Who could it be? Ivanovo? What?
This is just great. You know, I almost had myself convinced that she was wrong, and now this happens.
Captain, with all due respect, this still does not prove anything.
No?
What?
Who knew she was here, huh? You, me, Garibaldi, Franklin, and a few other people. So who pulled the trigger?
I don't know.
Well, neither do I, and that's what's bothering me.
Look, Lita said
it's
this
Ivanova.
artificial personality was programmed to defend itself.
It's Ivanova, isn't it? Because she wasn't in the bed.
Serious, I want
Is
her
it really?
found and placed under protective custody till we get to the bottom of this.
Will do.
One other thing.
Why was Todd even reaching out for her anyway? I don't know
With
anymore.
this latest incident, I am leaning toward letting her perform a telepathic probe.
Captain, I wouldn't submit to a scan to prove my loyalty last year, and I won't submit to one now
This isn't going
either.
to be the same thing. She's not going to be scanning anyone or invading their privacy. She's just going to send the password.
I don't want to
Look,
be...
Susan, I know how you feel, all right? Someone on staff has been compromised. We need to know that. Our careers, our lives are on the line here.
I think it is Ivanova.
And we have to know that we can trust each other or we are dead.
This is so annoying.
And we can't do that as long as this is hanging over our heads. It's the only way we can be sure.
Ambassador Delenn?
Yes.
Why is...
I don't know if you remember me, but I mediated some business deals for you about 2 years ago.
Of course. Lita, yes? Lita Alexander. Are you back on Babylon 5?
Yes. I am sorry for imposing on you at this hour, but I need your help. Can you meet me in Brown 3 in, say, an hour?
I think so.
We didn't have much of a chance to talk this morning. Is everything all right?
Yeah, fine. Just got a lot of things in my mind right now.
You want to talk about it?
No.
Not now. Maybe later.
Not to you. I don't know why I started hating her all of a sudden.
I needed some air.
Okay, yeah, see, there's a plausible
Like I said, I've got a lot
explanation.
of things in my mind right now.
I think I'm just over-exaggerating everything. Overlook.
Things are changing so quickly.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do?
It might not even be these two.
I don't think there's anything
I'm
anyone
just-
can do for me right now.
I don't know.
I'm here for you.
But why are you? Are you there because you're her friend, or you're trying to gather information? I don't know. God, I feel like a right cynic this
Captain?
episode.
Captain, I need to talk to you for a moment.
I'm in kind of a hurry, Ambassador.
Good. So am I. And I'm honor-bound to keep that promise. But she gave me a message for you. She's willing to come back, but only if all of you are present. She doesn't want to be alone with any of you.
And she didn't explain.
No, and I did not ask, out of respect.
All right. If she makes contact with you again, tell her that we will be ready to meet with her whenever she wants.
Thank you, Captain.
Where's Sheridan off to? What is the secret? I think she's gonna mention how her mother touched her, like with her mind. But that's like we're gonna think it's been much worse. But it's just that her mother, like, reached inside her mind.
thought I
It's
was
that,
ready for
isn't
this.
it?
What I didn't tell you is that I learned
She-
how to keep her out when I wanted to. And then every once in a while, I'm a latent telepath.
She is. Oh my God! I
Susan,
said
why
this
didn't you tell me this before?
ages
I
ago
thought
as
we
well.
could trust each other.
It's got nothing to do with trust. I've spent my entire life hiding this, Captain. That's enough for the Psy Corps to come pull you in.
Lita isn't with the Corps. She's on the run.
How can you be sure of that?
Well, I can't, but Garibaldi believes her.
Do you know who I am? Captain.
What?
Just remembered a dream I had a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Sheridan, what's the message?
What the fuck was that, man? I've got goosebumps everywhere because that means something real. I remember that because Kosh was saying you have always been here. The Black Raven, death, or something. Why is he saying shush? Do you know who I am? Oh, what is going on?
Thank you for your help, Delenn.
Was it saying to be quiet because Ivanova has that thing inside of her?
So, are we gonna do this?
Yes.
That's a weak password.
When do you start?
I've already done it. You're clean.
What's
Hey,
going to
Doctor.
happen with Ivanova? I love it, it's Franklin. It'd be the most randomest thing ever if it's Franklin. Like, who? Why? What would be the point in that?
Nothing. You're clean.
There's no way on
Garibaldi?
earth it was me, Franklin. All right, just in case he gets defensive. Oh, he's Franklin. This is a joke. Oh my god, that is so funny.
Michael, you ever do that to me again?
I just knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
We're going to
my
hold
God.
off on Ivanova for now. Zach?
Sir?
Thank you for coming.
Yes, sir.
That'll be all. That's it, sir? Yes. You can go.
Thank you,
They're
sir.
gonna think Sheridan has lost his mind.
All right, anything?
No, he's clean. They've all been clean. If the password worked, you'd see a definite reaction.
So what are we supposed to do now, huh? Just keep on going? We've got over 5,000 technical staff here, and that doesn't even include the Dockers Guild, medical support, environmental personnel.
The further you go from the center of power, the less likely it is we're going to find the person that we're looking for.
Ivana,
I know what she's implying.
look, no one is implying anything.
To avoid discovery, the implanted personality will do or say anything, manipulate anyone.
Is that what you think I'm doing?
Well, you sure as hell are worried about something. Mind telling us what it is you're hiding?
Damn it,
That's enough! Now look at us. This is exactly what Psychor wants. They want us paranoid, afraid of each other. Divide and conquer, it's the oldest rule in the book, you know that. Mr. Garibaldi,
I'll do it.
this is neither the time nor the place.
I said I'll do it.
I love Garibaldi there.
Now,
Kumbaya. Hold hands to sing Kumbaya. Do it now. Please don't have a reaction.
Okay, that's enough. Come on.
She's clean. I'm sorry.
No, that's a lie. She saw something.
Oh,
Scan
there
her!
you are. I was looking for you.
Scan.
My God, it's her.
Whoa, give me that gun!
You blew my cover. Mother the Corps' father. You're dead, Lead Alexander. We'll find you. The Corps will find you.
Oh my god, I was right. I was right!
I can't believe it.
I knew it was Talia.
How could you
I
do
knew
this
it.
to us?
I said it.
All
Oh, that's
this time
yeah,
without
that's
even
sad. Oh man.
It's too late to worry about that now. The question is, how much does she know about our operation here?
She knows about the Underground Railroad. Now that the Talia we knew isn't there anymore, she'll probably tell the Corps.
Yeah, but what are they going to do about it? Admit they were foxed?
What happens when they find out that Stephen here was involved?
Publicly, probably nothing. Yeah, remember, the Corps came in here to hunt down and kill telepaths that were involved in the railroad. If they press the issue, that'll come out, and they won't want that.
Yeah, but...
And what was on that data crystal he gave you?
Reflection, surprise, terror for the future.
There may be something else. Let me investigate. I'll get back to you.
Fine.
We are getting
the way,
so
where's
much
I don't know if she said she had some unfinished business.
flashbacks and references to the past in this episode.
You don't know what it's like. Living only in the shadows of her mind. Watching, laughing at all of you out here. Foolish, petty, stupid. There I was, trapped inside. Able to come out only at night when she was asleep. The Talia I knew is dead. Goodbye.
So it was actually fake all along. Well, not the... Well, I mean, yeah, it's still fake, isn't it? That's ridiculous. That's sad as well, but not really. Yeah. It had to be Talia. There was no one else. Okay, what?
I'm back. I never told anyone.
Told them what?
I hid it all away in the smallest, tiniest corner of my mind. They could have killed me and they still wouldn't have found it. Kept the memory of you. And listened to your voice. Listened to you sing me to sleep.
Singing.
I hope I could come back again. But I don't know.
sky. Sounds like he has wings. Are we ever going to see what Kosh actually looks like? What the Vorlons actually look like? I was thinking then, imagine the one, like Sinclair, is inside the Kosh suit. I don't even know anymore. That obviously not, but why did it go all green? It's like when on Shodan's face it went green that time. But what is that vision about that, the bird? You have always been here. We've got mention of that yet again. We had Light to come back up. Great episode. I cannot wait to watch more. But yeah, it's been Babylon 5, Season 2, Episode 19. Really hope you enjoyed. And yeah, until the next one, goodbye.